if you haven't listened to my new gothic pop fantasy romance song that I released, it's called Shadow of Death, and it's out now, and go listen to it. I'm watching RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars 10 this season, and some of the girls, I sometimes go on the Reddit, right? On the Reddit page, and Deja Skye came up on there. Obviously, she posted this on her TikTok, I believe, or something, but they posted it on Reddit. And she was saying how,
because there's not a hype around me right now, people aren't interested in me right now, if that makes sense.
okay, that's a whole thing. You can go watch her video, whatever. And I'm going to try not to make this like, I don't know. I don't want to attack anybody. I'm not like, that's not the point of this. You guys know that Vibrationss is about feeling the vibrations, right? We are positive. We are trying to elevate ourselves, trying to better our lives. And so I'm not going to kick somebody while they're down. So this is more of advice that I have for Deja Skye. Deja is an interesting drag queen because she's one of those drag queens that you don't really like. She's good at drag, right? Like her drag outside of Drag Race, if you see her performing, if you see her aesthetic, like you'll be like, wow, like that's a really good looking drag queen. Like she knows what she's doing. She looks polished. But then she goes on the show and she doesn't really stand out. So and then she comes out of the show, and so it doesn't, like, the reality, like outside of Drag Race, doesn't match what happened on Drag Race, because she is a good drag queen. So she's probably expecting people to love her and the adoration and maybe more of a following. So my advice to you, baby, because in that video it just seemed like she was going through it. Like she just didn't understand why people didn't like her or didn't connect with her. And so I just want to tell you that it's not that serious. I mean, this is for anybody, right? This is just advice that will help you. It's not that serious. It's not all about you. You're not the most important thing on this earth. Like, focus on other people. Stop trying to always focus on what others can do for you, but just be of service. And I know this is very deep, but that's the kind of queen I am. I like to go deep. Okay? And so, yes, stop comparing yourself. Be grateful for what you have. Obviously, maybe your journey is not the same as other people, but that doesn't mean that you can't build on that. The fact that some of the more popular drag queens have content and regularly put out content, that is my phone that just went off. But that is not a coincidence. I think if you put in the work, and obviously you already have a platform. Like, you already have a platform where people know your name. All you got to do is just find that thing that people connect with. And it's okay to, like, it's okay to go through eras like I am, like I'm going through this era right now, and try new things and at least make it something that you actually like the makeup stuff. I believe you have, or she has. I know she's not gonna watch this video, and please don't send this to her. I just don't want. I don't know. I don't want them to. I don't know. The people that I mentioned, I don't really want them to listen to this. Like, I don't really care. This is more for like the people's, you guys, right? Just the audience. If you're going through something similar, but the makeup thing, like that is something that you're good at, and you have videos on your YouTube channel where you can build a following. Why aren't you making more content? Why aren't you making, reviewing makeup, doing more makeup looks, putting yourself out there, and little by little you'll gain that confidence, and you'll gain your own fan base that is going to support you no matter if you're on Drag Race or not. And that's that. Like, it's just not that serious at the end of the day also. I think a lot of the times as entertainers, as drag queens, we focus a lot on ourselves and what we can get and how we can get ahead in life. But it's not, if we look at the full picture, we're not that important. We're not. Like, it's fun to entertain, it's fun to be a drag queen. At the end of the day, we do have to come back down to earth and realize that we are here to be of service to other people. That is your main purpose. That is how you will find your calling. And for me is, a religious thing, and I know for some people it's probably not. So, it's, I don't know how you would go about that without God in the picture, but you can be of service in other ways, and don't expect anything from it, because I feel like she does have a tendency, from what I see on the show, I just get this vibe, aura Mayari, whatever, like this thing that where she tells somebody something, but she wants something in return, like she wants a compliment back. And you gotta be just just be just do stuff out of the goodness of your own heart, and don't expect anything back, because most of the times people will not return it, and that's not what it's about anyway. So anyways, that's a lot for Deja Skye. So thank you guys, subscribe if you like, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye.